Have you moved away from a conversation feeling completely exhausted, as if someone had sucked on the life force of you? Maybe you have noticed how certain people make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself, while other people make you feel dispersed and unaffected over your own direction. If you are feeling this now, you are not alone. Most of us are unconsciously surrounded by energy vampires, people whose presence weakens our determination and dilutes our focus. Here is what is tragic. Many of us desperately want to build discipline in our lives. We set goals, create routines, and promise to remain consistent this time. But then we surround ourselves with voices that constantly harm our efforts. We seek advice from people who are as lost as us. We allow chaos to enter our inner circle and ask ourselves why we cannot keep our center. But what if I told you that Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of the greatest philosophers in American history, discovered a secret that could turn his discipline overnight? What if the answer is not about willpower or motivation, but about something much simpler but infinitely more powerful? Emerson found that 3 silent, carefully chosen, and strategically positioned minds in your life can multiply your strength in ways you have never thought to be possible. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change the way you think about relationships, personal growth, and the very foundation of lasting discipline. Emerson understood something that modern society has completely forgotten. In our hyper-connected world, we were conditioned to believe that more is better. More followers, more connections, more network opportunities. But Emerson saw in this illusion centuries ago. He acknowledged that true character does not strengthen in the chaos of the crowd or the noise of endless conversations. Instead, it grows in the sanctuary of silence, protected by a carefully chosen circle of aligned minds. Think this way. When you're trying to form a fire, you don't spread the trunks everywhere. You bring them closer, creating a concentrated heat source that feeds each flame. The same principle applies to human connections and personal discipline. Power is not found to expose itself to everyone's opinions and energy. It is discovered in the deliberate choice to align with minds that share their commitment to growth and the goal. It is not about being elitist or excluding people. It is about understanding that your mental and emotional energy are finite resources that should be protected and cultivated. Emerson called this a silent circle, a protective barrier against infinite noise and the distraction of the world around us. Within this circle, discipline need not be forced or manufactured. It naturally emerges from the force of collective minds that have committed to something greater than themselves. The secret is not in the amount of connections you keep, but in the quality of the alliance you create. When you surround yourself with people who incorporate inner discipline, your own presence becomes a source of strength. Their commitment to their own growth creates an energy field that supports their own development. This is not a mystical thinking, it is practical psychology. We become like the people we spend more time, so why not make this transformation work in your favor? Now let me show you exactly how to build this transforming circle. Emerson has identified 3 specific types of minds that should compose your internal sanctuary, and understanding these archetypes will help you identify who belongs to your circle and who needs to be kept at a respectful distance. The first mind you need is the mind of purpose. This is someone who lives with clear direction, someone who has identified what really matters and refuses to be influenced by the trivial distractions that consume the attention of most people. They not only talk about their goals, they incorporate them. Every decision they make is filtered through their central values and long-term vision. You will recognize this person immediately. They are those who remember what is essential when everyone is caught in drama. They do not waste time in gossip or meaningless debates. Instead, they consistently redirect conversations regarding significant growth, possibility, and action. When you are close to them, you feel more focused on your own purpose. Their clarity becomes contagious, helping you reduce the mist of confusion that usually gets your own decision-making. It can be a colleague who consistently provides results, maintaining his integrity. It can be a friend who has built something significant with your life through consistent and intentional actions. Or perhaps it is a mentor figure who has achieved what you aspire to achieve, not through luck or circumstances, but through unshakable commitment to their view. If this first mind made sense to you, enjoy the video and subscribe to continue receiving this silent wisdom. The second essential mind is the mind of discipline. This person acts without hesitation, moving from the decision in action with remarkable consistency. They do not think too much, do not apologize, and do not expect perfect conditions. When they commit to something, they go ahead. End. Being this type of person is like having a personal trainer for your willpower. They inspire him not through discourses or motivation lectures, but through his consistent example. They show how they seem to honor their commitments to oneself, especially when you don't feel like it. Their discipline is not rigid or without joy. It is simply a natural extension of their character. It may be someone who maintains your exercise routine, regardless of climate, humor, or circumstances. It can be a friend who constantly saves money, reads regularly, or maintains healthy relationships through consistent efforts rather than emotional impulses. The main feature is reliability for both you and others. The third mind that completes your circle is the mind of calm. This person has an almost supernatural ability to convey peace under pressure. While others panic, they remain centered. While others react emotionally, they respond thoughtfully. They become their anchor in the storms of life, showing that it is possible to maintain their inner balance, regardless of external chaos. This person does not avoid difficult challenges or situations. Instead, they face them with a silent confidence that comes from deep inner stability. Only their presence can change the energy of an entire room, bringing peace to chaos and clarity to confusion. When you are close to them, you feel your own nervous system starting to calm down. You can find this mind in a therapist, a wise friend, a spiritual mentor, or even a co-worker who never seems to be shaken by the office drama. The important thing is not your profession or status, but your consistent ability to maintain peace and help others access your own center. Now here is what is crucial. Finding these three minds is less important than learning how to filter people who are already in your life. You need to develop a clear understanding of those who multiply your focus and those who multiply your noise. Start paying attention to how you feel after spending time with different people. Note who lets you feel energized, focused, and committed to your goals. Note who makes you question your decisions, doubt your abilities, or feel dispersed and confused. It is not about judging people as good or bad. It is about recognizing compatibility at an energetic and intentional level. Keep a respectful distance from those who multiply noise in your life. These may be people you care about, but your current state of chaos or negativity makes them inappropriate for your inner circle. You can still love them, support them when appropriate, and maintain friendly connections, but do not need to absorb their energy or allow their confusion to obscure their clarity. If this relationship and discipline approach is resonating with you, book a moment to enjoy this video and subscribe to the channel. In doing so, you are stating your commitment to receive this silent wisdom that can turn your approach to personal growth. Let me share 3 powerful principles that will help you understand why this approach works so effectively. While most people seek validation and energy from the crowds, you are strengthened in the intimate space of a carefully chosen circle. There is something deep that happens when people who think the same way commit to growth together. Its combined energy creates a field of possibility that none of them can access alone. This is not isolation, it is a concentration of purpose. Consider how 3 right minds are worth more than 100 empty voices. In our culture of endless opinion and constant information, we forget the power of quality over quantity. 3 people who really understand their vision and support their growth can provide feedback, more valuable encouragement, and responsibility than an army of casual acquaintances that offer surface-level advice. Here is another truth that most people never discover. Shared silence is more powerful than excess words. When you are in the presence of your silent circle, you need not constantly explain yourself or justify your choices. There is an understanding that transcends words, a mutual respect for each other's journey that creates space for authentic growth to occur. Think of people in your life now. How many of them can sit with you in comfortable silence? How many can support your goals without having to insert your own agenda or opinions? How many really want to see you succeed without any competition or hidden resentment? If you are choosing to build a circle that strengthens your inner discipline instead of weakening it, comment on the word discipline below. This simple act of declaration helps solidify your commitment to this new approach. Now I want you to get involved in a powerful visualization exercise that will help you understand the difference between these 2 relationships for relationships and personal development. Close your eyes or soften your look and imagine yourself surrounded by voices that get confused instead of clarifying. Imagine yourself in a crowded room where everyone has an opinion about your life, your choices, and your direction. Feel the weight of your expectations, your judgments, and your conflicting counsels. Note how this environment makes you feel dispersed, uncertain, and disconnected from your own inner wisdom. Now imagine yourself moving away from these chaos. You are moving toward a small and quiet space where only 3 people wait for you. These are their chosen minds, those who align with their purpose, incorporate discipline, and radiate calm. When addressing them, note that there is no need to execute or prove anything. There is no need to justify your decisions or defend your choices. Feel the immediate change in your energy upon entering this space. Your breathing naturally deepens. Your shoulders relax. Your mind becomes clearer. This is how it is to be truly supported instead of drained. In this sacred space, there are no wasted words or empty conversations. There is only presence, focus, and a shared commitment to growth. Take a deep breath and repeat this statement. My circle multiplies my discipline. Feel the truth of these words that resonate throughout their being. Note how it feels different when trying to maintain the discipline by the willpower alone. In this support environment, the discipline becomes natural and unforced. It emerges from the force of collective minds that chose to align with something larger than individual impulses or immediate gratification. Spend a few moments in this exhibition, allowing you to completely experiment what it is like to have your growth supported instead of harming. This is your right of first oxytute, your natural state when you choose your relationships consciously and not accidentally. Upon completion of this exploitation of Emerson's wisdom, I want you to understand the profound transformation that becomes possible when you implement this approach. Emerson reminds us that it is not the world that strengthens you, but the specific minds you choose to include in your inner circle. When you protect and cultivate this silent sanctuary, your discipline is no longer something you need to make and becomes something that naturally flows from your environment. This is not a quick correction or temporary strategy. This is a fundamental change in the way you address relationships, personal development, and the cultivation of lasting discipline. When you get involved in minds that incorporate the qualities you want to develop, you create an energy ecosystem that supports your greatest potential. The beautiful about this approach is that it creates a positive feedback cycle. As you become more disciplined and intentional through the influence of your circle, you become the type of person who attracts other disciplined and intentional individuals. Its circle naturally evolves and strengthens over time, creating an upward spiral of growth and development. Remember, this work requires patience and discernment. Building your silent circle is not about cutting people severely or judging others. It is about making conscious choices about where you invest your energy and attention. Some relationships naturally disappear when you surpass them, while others will delve as they align with your new commitment to intentional life. Here is your final call to action, and I want you to take it seriously, as it will determine if this wisdom transforms your life or becomes just another interesting video you watched. Save this video and return to it for the next 7 days. Every day, watch again and note how the message deepens with repetition. Use it as a daily reminder of your commitment to choose your circle wisely. Comment on the word discipline below to publicly affirm your decision to implement this approach in your life. This act of public commitment increases its likelihood of following significantly. Share this video with someone who needs strength in your life now. By sharing these ideas, you not only help others, but it also reinforces your own understanding and commitment to this path. Finally, subscribe to this channel to continue receiving silent wisdom that can transform your approach to discipline, relationships, and personal growth. Each video is based on the previous ones, creating a comprehensive system for the development of unwavering internal force. The choice is yours. You can continue to surrounding voices that weaken your determination, or you can start cultivating a circle of minds that multiply your strength. Emerson's wisdom waited over a century for you to find out. Do not let another day go without acting on what you have learned. Your future, disciplined, is waiting for you to make this choice. Choose wisely, choose consciously, and note that your whole life transforms through the power of your silent circle.